Alright, so this is a 5-horse Ward's Powercraft with safety power reverse in it. Fancy and old. I got a couple belt problems here. Took off the retainers so I could figure out which way those belts go on. It's kind of hard to tell. I got one on. There's a little bit of an offset on that idler pulley. As I move that thing up, it's supposed to pull that other belt kind of out of the way. We'll see if I can get a belt to work on this thing here. I got a 3/8 inch belt, 37 inch long. These are both purchased at your local Napa store. I'll see how they work. Okay, so I got this bad boy up on the stand. I'm going to try and put this belt on here. 3L370W, whatever that means. Anyway, 37 inch long, 3/8 inch is the width of this thing. The other ones are standard 35 inch long by 1/2 inch belt. See if I can get this thing to work. Problem is, this has got to go the other way. You got to put a twist in this thing here. Otherwise, it'd be going the same direction. You don't want that. This is supposed to be in reverse. So what I'm doing is putting a little twist in it, and the one coming off this pulley is going to that side with a 1/2 twist on that belt. Got this fancy belt system. It just really sucks. I don't know what they were thinking. If you look closer, there's a 1/2 twist in that thing. They're touching actually. When you go to put this thing in reverse, this comes up, and it's supposed to get that pulley to go the other direction. We'll see if it works. One more adjustment I want to show you. One of the vice grips here. There's a spring on the back of the side. You loosen up the lock nut, and you retension this. What that does is puts pressure on this arm up and down for your neutral. So more pressure, brings the arm up. Less pressure, lets it go down. So when you go to start this thing, you don't want this thing taking off on you. That's what this will do. This adjustment here. An arm, got some holes on the bottom here, right in the middle. I'm just going to set it horizontal. No idea where it is. We'll find out when we run it. This belt retainer, it's got to stay on top of these things here. Keep that belt from disappearing on you. I'll hold it down without light. Tighten her down. We'll see how that works. Belt retainer thing one more time here. This top one, just with this nut here and a tension on this. Okay, got this one here for your pulley. That's your offset pulley. It's right, fits right in that hole there. There's a close-up of that belt. You can see the twist, and the belt comes down first because this is a little bit closer to the engine. It does a 1/2 twist, comes around on the far side. There's a belt retainer. If you look close, there's this step. And then the retainer comes up, and it's got the straight side on the left hand side of this. And it comes up, and that's what side it pulls from. One more adjustment on this. You don't really have to worry about it too much. When you pull this thing down, the spring is going to compress. That's your reverse. That doesn't lock in. The tension on this spring, got this little lock plate here. Slides up and down. You can put more or less tension on that spring, but when it goes up, pushes that spring down, goes off center to lock it in the drive position. Your front wheel, your front drive is engaged with the front idler with the flat side facing the engine. As most people know, Montgomery Ward's never made much of their own stuff. They always had someone else do it for them. Gilson made this thing, and they're out of business. Gilson model 1545B. Looking at it from the carburetor side, we're looking in the middle of this thing, and I don't know for sure what the heck's going on with this thing, but there's a small retainer right in the middle, and I just put it between the belts. I don't see how it's going to fit any other way. Just make sure when you put tension on this thing, it doesn't hit the belt anywhere. Just in case you don't remember what I told you, that's fine, I don't care. Here's a picture of it. Front belt and the back side belt.